The EHM local is now. And on the third Thursday of every month, we like to do the EHM Live and Local, where we actually get a walking, talking, singing, and playing human being to come in here, and they have to hang out with us for a little while. And today I got the real nice pleasure of having Phil Minissale in the studio with us. How's it going, man?
It's going really good. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's nice to have you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's convenient. You got a little Subway here. Yeah. Subway's the food for musicians, touring musician food. So it worked out really well for me.
That's our big pull when we book people. I don't know if you know this, but we have a Subway next door.
Oh, I'm there.
Like, all right, we'll be there at 3. No problem. So Phil's a local guy right here from St. James, right?
Yep,
Not too far away. Mm-hmm. And he's got a new record coming out called The Young Fool. And we want to hop right in? And,
sure.
Us a little song. What's the name of the song you're going to play for us?
It's called, basically the album is just a collection of songs about how foolish I can be when it comes to relationships and going through the process.
And it's just is it a double album track? Because I could fill up 4
albums.
I know.
Kind of I cut it at 14 songs. So I mean, I'm sure I'll have a little bit older fool, more 20-some-year-old fool, 30-some fool. It's a collection. But
wouldn't that be a great idea, just to release all your relationship mess-ups at every stage in your life?
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't want another one of these. And I'm sure most people wouldn't want another one.
Right.
Anyways, this is one of the songs off the CD. It's called I Need a New Heart. I got a confession I'm tearing up inside. This broken heart of mine, it makes me want to die. It's pumping, it's pulsing, it's pouring out my sleeve. Is there anybody out there that can give me what I need? I need a new heart. It needs rhythm and it needs soul. I think I ought to choose. Cut me open, doctor, cause I got to lose these blues. I'm busted, broken, I'm begging on my knees. Is there anybody out there that can give me what I need? I need a new heart. I know some have felt this way before. This time it ain't no metaphor. Can someone help me quick? I'm dying on the floor. This old heart, it ain't good no more. I need a new heart. I need a new heart. I'm looking for replacement, and I need it quick. Unreciprocated love has made me sick. I'm begging, preaching, this is my creed. Is there anybody out there that can give me what I need? I need a new heart. I need a new heart. Mine's way beyond repair. I was riding down the freeway and I didn't have a spare. I broke down and busted, no love anywhere. Next time around, I have no burdens to bear. I need a new heart. I need a new heart. Somebody, come on, anybody.
Very nice. Phil Minissale here on the 92.9 and 96.9 EHM Live and Local. Young Fool is what that song is going to be on, right?
Yes, indeed.
Here's what I love, though. I love when we got some artists coming in. This is my favorite time when they come, when they're in the process of putting the album together. When it's not exactly done yet, but they got most of the songs down. When you're recording, right, how do you change things? Like, you pretty much got every song you want on the album.
Oh, sure, yeah.
What are the odds that you'll go in and go, you know what, I just got this new thing, I'm going to throw this one in, this one's the... Does that happen to you quite often?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, things get recycled for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, just because if I'm lucky, the inspiration is always consistent, and I'm writing songs consistently, and I'm just making it a regimented thing to continue to write songs. And if something comes along that's like, okay, this one is definitely a keeper and it makes sense right now, then it'll get released.
Right.
Because, I mean, I'm in a much better place than I was when I started the project. So now it's like I can still get into, it takes a little time to just get my head back into the feel, especially in live performance. I'm a cheery kid. I'm always smiling. So and I'm singing some blues songs that came out of like the depths of darkness.
Right. Is it hard though for you to go to those dark places and be like, wow, this
No,
is
it's really it's
really?
not. It's not. I mean, it's the most therapeutic thing to do. Just get up and talk about it. I mean, it's therapy, getting up there and singing about all the hard times people go through. It's all different.
Now, how would you describe yourself to somebody who'd never heard of you? Because I feel like you got a blues thing going, you got a little bit of a folk thing going, and sometimes it's a little more rocky than those two. It's a nice little mix all the way.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked me that, and it comes down like my first album I called Home to Me, and it's a blues album. My foundation came from listening to old blues records. My dad he had a record collection with Skip James and Sonny Terry and Brown and McGee and Robert Johnson, and those were the albums that are always going to be the foundation of where I started coming from. But as I've grown up and started to evolve I got into a circuit where I was playing more folk festivals than I was blues festivals, because I think when people think about blues festivals, they think of like electric blues, and lots of beer drinking and stuff like that. And then I started hearing about these folk festivals, and they were song circles, and they were just people sitting in a circle sharing songs. And I'm a songwriter. I describe myself as a songwriter before I call myself a blues guitarist.
Okay.
And I think a lot of blues guitarists have that problem. Like, they have a hard time bridging the gap from just being a blues cat to falling into something more poppy, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I gotta tell you something. You should take a little bit more pride in your guitar playing, because it really is outstanding.
Thank you.
I was surprised when you showed up and it was just you, because I hear some of the stuff, and I know probably you doing overdubs on the record, but
on guitar, no.
It's just you the whole way.
Yeah. I mean,
see, that's amazing. Because even when you were doing, we did a little sound check before we got on the air here. You started playing, and I was just like, wow. To have that just come out of one guitar is a real talent to do that alone.
Well, it was a lot of practice for me.